In a small town by the sea, there lived a young boy named John. He was an orphan raised by his grandmother, Jenny. They lived in a small, broken hut. John dreamed of having a house that didn't need constant repairs and living a comfortable life, but they were very poor. They survived by fishing in the sea. Every morning, John would take his boat and fishing net to the sea, but after a whole day of hard work, he only earned enough to eat 2 meals. Because they lived by the sea, their weak little house often shook like a twig in the strong winds. John loved his dreams, but he couldn't do anything to achieve them. His friends and the people in the village often made fun of him when he talked about the kind of house he wanted. They discouraged him whenever he mentioned his wishes. One day, a terrible fire, which started in nearby bushes, completely destroyed their home. John lost everything and his hands were burned. The people who used to make fun of him now felt sorry for him. Holding his grandmother's hand, with tears in his eyes, he sat with his head down, watching their old house surrounded by flames. The fire started by accident and suddenly spread. Seeing John's sadness, Jenny said to him, "John, you are a man, and it doesn't look good for you to cry over a small house." John continued crying. "I'm not crying because of the house. I'm crying because of the people who always made fun of my dreams, and now, instead of helping me, they pity me." Jenny replied, "Do you want them to stop mocking you? They won't. They will do what they want, and you must do what you need to. You have to prove that you're not just a dreamer, but a brave boy who works for his dreams. Remember one secret, John. Success is the best revenge. Prove them wrong, not with anger, but with your skills and hard work." The flames had turned to ashes, and the fire was gone. The next morning, John got up with new determination. He started bringing wood from the nearby forest and told Jenny how to cut it. He wanted the wood to be arranged in a special, beautiful way, instead of just being straight and flat. Jenny, with John's instructions, cut the wood to a specific size using a saw. Bamboo and palm leaves were used for the roof, and after weeks of hard work, a new house was ready. People saw that it was much stronger and more beautiful than before. The wood was arranged in a special pattern that looked amazing. It was a masterpiece that John created with all his effort, keeping his dream house in mind. Building this house meant John had to face many weeks of difficult and painful life under the open sky. His journey was full of disappointment, but Jenny's words kept echoing in his heart. One morning, while they were having breakfast, there was a loud knock on the door. John was surprised to see an important-looking man at the door. He was dressed in expensive clothes and looked like a big person. "May I come in?" the man asked. "Please come in," John invited him inside. "I want to know who built this hut," the man said. "This is my grandson's work," Jenny proudly replied. "This is a wonderful hut with a great design, and I really like it," the man said. He then explained that he was planning to build huts for tourists on a large area by the shore, and he wanted John to do the work. John was so happy and surprised. He never thought something like this could happen. When the people by the shore heard about John's big success, they began to envy his good fortune. John's success was the perfect answer to all their mocking, and the whole village was quiet, with only the sound of John's success being heard everywhere.